today. So I hope we just come to the last part of this model train controller. And just a moment here, okay? And now listen to me properly. So what I just want to tell you means we just seen about the more panel settings about the things about train in the last class, is it right? And now we see about the technical description of this panel. Now listen here. This is about the knob. A knob means what? Last what I told you, right? The things you are changing for doing, is it right? Suppose if you are opening a tab and the top of the tab is going to be a knob. Knob means what? You're doing something or doing any function. Or for anything, if a function was to start means it may be from the knob. Okay. Now listen here. So in the knob, what are things available? The train knob is available. Train knob means what? It may be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's called integer. And speed knob means what? About setting of speed. Last class we seen. And the setting of speed is about the integer because the speed will be calculated in the form of an integer because the speed will be the form of a number. Is it right? Yeah. And now it's going to be inertia. Inertia means what? Inertia, what's the meaning of inertia? Means we should not change the actual thing. That means what? It may be 60 kilometer speed means what's the inertia? 60 should be the same. It should be maintaining throughout the entire journey. That's called what? 60. Or otherwise, inertia represents that means nothing has been done at the as of the initial. Is it right? And then afterwards, going for the emergency stop is about Boolean. What's emergency stop? Boolean means what? Boolean means about true or false. Here you want to just stop the train. That means true. That if one is false means you are not stopping the train. Is it right? Actual things about the Boolean. And now I'm going to go for this technical description. Listen here. Suppose what technical description means. Suppose if we turn the knob, what will happen? That means what? Electrically, what will happen? And for a bullet train, we've seen about more Japanese train and going for a more and the Bulgarian and somewhere or some countries, Chinese also they used to have more bullet trains. And in the bullet train, suppose if we do and if we just turn the knob and what will happen electrically and technically inside this train. Okay, that means what? It's simplicity. I'm just telling about the control thing about the bullet train. And we go for this knob and we get the control settings. Control settings represents and for change of speed and going to stop a train, or you're gonna go for this change the train's direction. That's about the control. Is it right? And you're gonna go for this panel. This is called panel. What is a panel represents? Look at here. And when you are riding a bike, okay, when you are riding a bike and your accelerator is the right side, you got a clutch at the left side, is it right? And in front, in between that you have a speedometer, and you can see the that means level of petrol. Is it right? Level of fuel. And that panel is called what? The complete entire show display, and that display will be having more options or more format to be changed about this whole vehicle. Is it right? And now it's go for control settings. And now I get a panel means what? A panel means it is about to read panel. Read panel means what? What's the speed and what's the function, what's the direction, all the things you can read. And go for panel settings. Settings means what? You can change based upon your desire. Okay, based upon your own action. Let's go what? Settings. And afterwards, once again, so from here between these knobs, because knobs means you can have a more and more checking here. And second also you're reading and you are doing setting. And second also reading setting. Like this you can have the when you turn the knob. That simple example. What's the example of a knob means? The first one, you are increasing accelerator. Accelerator is a knob. In a bike, accelerator is a knob. First small turning a knob. That means what? 10 kilometer speed. And afterwards you are turning the knob. That means increasing of speed, acceleration. Is it right? That means what? 40 kilometer speed. And increasing. That means what? 60 kilometer speed. Increasing. Likewise, the acceleration knob is just changing. Is it right? And if the acceleration knob is changing, means the speed also will change, and also direction might change, the inertia might change, and more things will be available. Is it right? When you apply the brake, you can have the stop or just you go. If you're not applying the brake, and you can carry on. Likewise, some more options available. So just got to read panel settings. And go for this next one. And now we got the panel. This is called formatter. Formatter represents that you can change, and that's a very more important for you. And here you can have the setting the speed. That means what? If you want just change the speed means you can just directly contact your train driver from your seat, and you can just type the speed what you wish to go with the speed. Suppose if a user in the train feels the problem even the speed means for example how patient that user can able to request the train driver to go with some different speed, and that also should be pre-permitted. Okay, we can go for some speed and some inertia, send e-stop. And now afterwards, and how this formatter operation means, this formatter operation will be having a decision. Decision means what may be true or it may be false. So look at here. So panel read knob. Automatically ensure the panel will be available. You can have the read knob. So if you just take over the knob means you can read all the things whatever inside the panel. And if it is true means you will get all the values. Or other values means you can have the train. Train means what train knob. It might be train name and update screen. What's the speed of train and what's the tracking of train. So from the GPS also you can track the train's direction, train's path, train's movement and the next station. So all will be displayed. That means what? Updated. And after change it means true. Change means what? If any other changes are available means it might be true. Okay, that means what? The train is on moving straight. And suppose if anything is a problem, if it fails means it's come to next one. What are the faults? First you are reading knob and you are reading the speed. Speed means what? You can have the inertia and you got the value of speed. So you got the current speed. Current speed means what's the throttle and what's the value of the speed. You can just adjust the speed and you can enter the speed. And afterwards, if it's changed means true. And it may go to next. What's next means what? It may be panel read about. It may be emergency stop. It goes up on one by one. Okay, so just written two, and you can have more options of writing of the panel. If it is true, what's the value? If it is false, then go to the next one. If it's true, what's the value? If it go first, and likewise, it may go for more continuation. So this is about the final part of this model train controller. Now I hope for about all parts, I think 6 parts have been gone. You all have been seen about the model train controller. So I hope in your engineering project you also can do a model train controller better than a more Japanese or more Chinese or more I think about the wheels. So you also can design the ARM processor. With the help of ARM processor you can design a model train controller. Okay, so I hope, and I just heartening you. That means what? I am just igniting you to go for not only bullet train, you can go for bullet rockets, and you can go for some more different environment, different environments, and about different electron device. Okay, thank you all, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.